and welcome everyone to Boston Blue Beat UNI2, your August 19th, 2026 edition here. I am your host, Cowcat, joined by our glorious co-host.
Yeah, it's me, Garfield. Hey guys.
And we are coming at you again with another round of just amazing UNI2 action here. Coming right off of CEO as well. A lot of people enjoying themselves back over in Florida. But now it's back to the usual.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I feel like we have a pretty big bracket tonight, considering that, you know, many people are sort of waiting on the patch or hopping to other games, but we still have quite a few Uni players who are sticking around. UMAT's also coming up this weekend, so some of the Canadians in here, and also some of the non-Canadians in here, I think, are trying to grind up for that bracket. So, yeah, should be good games tonight.
Yeah. Even in the lower points, the more chill points in this game's lifespan, people just want to stay on top of their game in the first place, especially when that's like CEO just major inspires some people to play more and more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think these brackets definitely get bigger because of people from home watching majors. CEO looked like a really good time.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them.
Yeah, for sure. That being said, as we are getting further into our bit of stream action here, maybe we'll get a bit of the bracket that we have here. We have some, you know, the usual, so I say Montoon, Sandwich, you know, NickyT shows up a decent amount, Ibit shows up a decent amount, but we do also have some, I guess, more high-profile names who don't normally poke their head in, who have decided to poke their head in this time around.
Yeah, we have the finisher.
the finisher. The best thing about that bit is that he's just like changed his whole thing on Discord into the wrestler Edge.
Oh yeah, yes.
So I'm just like, that is one hell of a combination. That is one hell of a double entendre right there. That being said, the finisher, aka Silent Hooper, or you know, the whatever name he just chooses to enter a bracket with, quite literally got Evo top 8 earlier this year. Great player. That being said, we also have riojin, who's, to say no slouch, is cutting him. Like, I feel like that's underselling him.
Yeah, he's been playing a bit of Phonon. I think yesterday I saw him on Tsurugi. I don't know if that's like a serious pick, but he's definitely got a lot of characters up his sleeve. And then we have Carp, who is like semi-retired, but decided to pull up last minute, so that should be fun as well.
Yeah, for sure. We still are waiting for our first stream match here as the players, you know, trickle in. Hopefully, if you're in chat, you know, you could hit that Matcherino up while you're still here. Thank you, the Battleship, for already bringing up the Matcherino there. But for free, you could support these players who are going to play tonight for you. We have a 32-person bracket this evening here. So, correction, 33.
Yeah, honestly, if all the players just clicked on claim code in the match arena, we would be done with most of our codes. So, you know, if you're sitting around and waiting to play and you have a stream on, just go over there and click on the code. It takes like, what, 5-8 seconds at most?
Yeah, like literally 3 or 4 clicks. It literally takes less effort to go cash in a Matcherino code than it does to open up Uni and get into your match.
Yeah, that's true. Uni's a hard game.
Dude, I love Uni, but I don't love, booting up this game and then wanting to alt tab and then it just black screens my rig.
Oh yeah. Uni is really fun. Like netplay is really fun in that like if you alt tab in the middle of a game with someone else, it's noticeable. And one time I think I was playing against someone, a certain Eltnum player named Emma, and she kept on alt tabbing between games. So I waited for her to do a combo, and I just spammed alt tab. And I said, "Do you realize what you're doing?" She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Also, shouts out to Emma.
Shout out to Emma.
I actually got the chance to speak to them one-on-one before. I found out they're Colombian.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Cause we were in a voice call and they just randomly started speaking in Spanish, and I was like, I could do something really funny. And I started speaking Spanish back to them. And we just had a whole conversation there, cause everyone else in the call was a Midwestern Caucasian woman.
Oh, I see.
So we just had like literally a secret language that was just Spanish.
Colombian Spanish is pretty different from like, well, I mean, there's like small differences between other kinds of Spanish, right?
Yeah, like for instance, I'm Dominican, Egyptian, and Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
And I am from New York. I get told that my Spanish in like business settings is very informal and ghetto, and they get surprised by it. Like I can still put it on my resume because I can speak Spanish like very well, and I can be a translator for people. But also, like when I have the conversation, I'm just gonna be like, it is ingrained in me to, like, if I see someone, I'm going to say "que lo que," like, but that's informal. So
I see. Yeah, I guess customs and like etiquette develop differently in different regions, right?
yeah. As we continue waiting here. First up, we're supposed to have Lexicure and WhileYouWait. Very fitting. Very fitting. WhileYouWait. That being said, as they finally make it in here, it doesn't seem like we're waiting too longer as we get into this action here.
Ooh, okay. So Lexicure is Eltnum, and WhileYouWait is Kaguya here. I see.
WhileYouWait has appeared before on BBB here. A decently solid showing, pretty consistently with their Kaguya here. That being said, Lexicure, as far as I know, at least the first time I've commentated or TO'd a bracket that they've shown up in.
I see. Yeah, this matchup is interesting. We're just playing some neutral right now. Okay, Lexicure presses on the 3C follow-up here, so it's gonna give WhileYouWait a setup here. Okay, whiff jump A into throw, so we're gonna be looping the nades here. Oh! Uh-oh!
Perhaps a misinput on the DP right there?
Yeah, so WhileYouWait flubbed the Grenado key a little bit, but actually it ends up mediating Lexicure here. So there's this Yeah, there's just a corner vortex going on here with these buttons.
And sometimes players hop in. Maybe they're not fully warmed up or anything. That being said, Lexicure. Getting this combo done, getting the reload into the corner.
Yeah. Oh, a trade with Dash C here. Yeah, a bit short. 2D is for Kaguya here. Nice mash out. We're not gonna get OP here. Big attack by Lexicure. Yeah. Enforcing the throw tech situation there with 2B mash. Nice.
Getting the side swap into the EX Hurricane Rana right there.
Whoa. Yeah, I think Lexicure definitely wanted to meter spend there to make that ADP gapless.
Yeah.
WhileYouWait doing on block nades here. Steals a corner. Okay, we're back here.
Getting this knockdown with the grenades again, but blocks the DP from Lexicure. WhileYouWait, just despite the little flubs perhaps, being able to pick up the pieces regardless, which is in itself a skill to have.
Yeah, I think WhileYouWait is doing a pretty good job of just letting the grenades do the work here. And Lexicure hasn't quite found the answer to break out yet.
Yeah, that being said, you could definitely see that there's a lot of stuff that Lexicure has ideas of doing, but perhaps one reason or another it's kind of keeping them from fully accomplishing what they have in mind.
Yeah, I think Lexicure definitely has a pretty good understanding of how to play Eltnum, finishing a lot of their combos. Also has a pretty good idea of what to do on offense, so the challenge here is to avoid getting into the corner or being on defense for too long and picking the wrong option here.
Yeah, that being said, WhileYouWait, making the most of it, as you said, just if Lexicure's main game plan is to try stay out the corner, WhileYouWait has been forcing that game plan to fail right there. Up one more round will take this set right here on the side of WhileYouWait. Very abrasive Abares from WhileYouWait as well.
Yeah, we're running through all of our meter. We get a hit here for WhileYouWait. Nice. Okay, is it going to be... Yeah, it's B-nades here. Nice. Good patience by Lexicure, but gets opened up by the double overhead here. Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Kelly getting caught smashing for low right there. And a big plus frame, so it doesn't matter. Get a full screen combo right here into the grenades again, and the throw closes it out with the perfect right there. And the WhileYouWait going over 2-0 over Lexicure. That being said, we did see some hints of something interesting from Lexicure there. As you mentioned before, it seemed like WhileYouWait was just preventing the game plan from even starting in the first place. And that seemed like Lexicure was pretty secure in what they wanted to go for in terms of their game plan as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think looking at that set, it's with Lexicure, it's sort of like, okay, I mean, I know what I want to do, but I definitely need to learn a bit more about Kaguya and where to contest her and how her OP works.
Yeah.
Which is really hard. The Kaguya nades are a bit of an obtuse game mechanic, so definitely something you have to study up on if you don't want to get stuck in a corner like that.
Yeah, it is one of those cases of like, most set play characters do this, but you especially see it with set play characters who lean more into the strike throw realm of things, where it just makes you feel like, okay, I'm an idiot for not, you know.
Yeah, because that's a good point. Because the grenades are on you, but for them to be able to throw you, they can't be meeting you with the projectile. So that's an interaction point you have to really be comfortable with.
Yeah. That being said, both players showed up, and both players here have shown up. We have Reaper, and we have our good, and we have SpectralSheep, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Getting straight into this. Immediately starting with a round start throw. Just, again, very abrasive play from NegaReaper. Just something that they're just known for, just all throughout. Even whether it's Type Lumina or this game as well, the way that they play is just very much so forcing their will upon you. Constantly, at all times. Apologies. But yes, as Ringen says, I just realized NegaReaper's name here, Pierre Light.
Pierre Light?
Dude, shouts out Pierre.
I think they play pretty differently, honestly.
I mean, for sure. As I was getting into it beforehand, NegaReaper is one of those players who plays so abrasively. Very, very much so the kind of player who forces his will upon the opponent a lot of the time. He was known for that even when he was playing Type Lumina with his Miyako, but even here he does it with his Tsurugi.
Yeah, Reaper's definitely the type of player who like gets to the layer where he's TPing on his own plus frames.
Yeah, and that's always some of the most I guess mind-fucky kind of players when they're comfortably doing it, and that's just the way that their headspace is. SpectralSheep not able to close out that combo there, but catches NegaReaper mashing, probably a misinputted DP, considering NegaReaper.
Okay, yeah, nice dive here. That's a start for Reaper. Oh! Interesting. Yeah, SpectralSheep does like using that, I think it's 236 BC reversal. It's a bit trickier to punish than 236C, which you usually get a guaranteed throw punish on.
Yeah. Setting up the worms there. No DP from Reaper's side of things.
Okay, Reaper's keeping it pretty tight here. Oh, wow.
And the dash. Daggers close things out, just keep it simple. Straight into the super. NegaReaper taking the first game.
Yeah, Reaper's looking pretty comfortable, but SpectralSheep can definitely take it, especially on a character like Merkava. As long as you put them into the corner and you get 2-2C on them, you can kill anyone in this game.
And especially if NegaReaper is going to have their DPs caught on to so easily, like SpectralSheep is catching them for doing them right now.
Yeah, Reaper trying a cheeky wake up 6C, but it doesn't quite work out, and now he's running kind of low on life, so one more guess might be it for Reaper this round. Okay. Wow!
Just straight through! And getting the side swap off of that as well.
Yeah, great mash, yeah, good block here. What?
Oh! Cashing out on everything, crashing and burning SpectralSheep. With that patience, takes that round right there.
Ooh, okay, nice side kick. Caught the stand tag.
Okay, gets out of the corner there. What confidence just staying in the gun point right there.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Reaper pressing the 5-framer there. At a range where throw would have whiffed, so it was a pretty tough spot for SpectralSheep.
And just empty jump throw, just one of those. Ooh, just chain shifting right in front of him, just so. Well, I apologize. Then just to DP once they see anything.
Yeah, that was a pretty. Honestly, it was a pretty low risk DP for Reaper there, just because he had so much life to play with. Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure, and especially like that kind of move sometimes just sends a message a lot of the time.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh.
I was just about to compliment SpectralSheep on their patience right there with the guard, like handling Tsurugi's guard stance.
Whoa, yeah, I think SpectralSheep is doing pretty good here so far. Uh-oh. I think being patient and neutral versus Tsurugi as Merkava is quite good, but you do have to interact with him eventually to get a hit. Whoa!
Yeah. Especially maybe... Oh, Jesus Christ, Gundam first closer. Yep. Perhaps there could have been some more... I understand that's risky, but some more, like, sweep from Merkava, just because the extra range that Merkava gets from it might be able to trip up Tsurugi. I know at least in the Gord matchup, sometimes you just want to throw out 3C at ranges that you know will work, but the Tsurugi might not be as familiar with it. So just one of those cases. Obviously, it just creates RPS, but
yeah, I think we RPS sounds like it's not super comfortable, but you do have to RPS versus Tsurugi, especially if he ends up minus, for example, like on his dive kick or dive shield, where he's not explicitly punishable unless you're point blank with throw. You still have to present some sort of thing to get him to slow down and to sit still. Right.
Yeah.
I think SpectralSheep could have done a better job with that. But for now, I think we're going to move on. We have LuFL, and looks like LuFL's opponent has not been decided yet.
Yeah, sometimes some sets go a little longer than others, such as the way of brackets. Sometimes you have the Zoner Tickle Monster Mirror versus two characters that do 50% every touch.
Yeah. Oh, LuFL poofed.
Oh. Okay. How we doing, chat? Cinder Blue said would Pierre be Reaper heavy then? Is that the case? Is that what it would be?
I don't know. I don't know if I can make a comment on that. I don't want to dox Reapers, how heavy or light Reaper is.
I mean, there's footage of Reaper now, like in person.
Yeah, but he's very lighthearted as a person, you know.
I don't know
how Pure compares to that. I feel like Pure's also a very lighthearted person.
Yeah, joke you not, my first ever interaction with Pierre was beach episode last year, and they pulled up in the Tsurugi cosplay and everything.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting cat pics. But I was in cosplay as well, and he like literally like came over to ask me like, "Hey, do you want you want to come over and play?" Because he was like in training mode, if I recall correctly. And he beat my ass. I'm not fully a Uni player. I'm a washed Uni player. So seeing so having Pierre just like come over, just beat me, and then just like proceed to top 8 was one of those cases of like, damn, this kid's good.
I mean, Pierre beats fully fledged Uni players all the time, like super hard too, like me.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, everyone, you are watching Boston Blue Beat Online. These are weekly events, Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Like right now, for example. We have Tokon on Mondays now. Accent Core Plus R on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, of course, we have Uni. And then Central Fiction has been moved to Thursdays.
Yeah. I know I can't be a part of the Central Fictions on Thursdays. That being said, everyone in the CF scene, y'all hold that down. That being said, we also have a monthly for Boston Blue Beat going on September 12th, where you can take all the pleasure in the world, hopping in for some Blaze Blue, some Avatar, some Tokon, all sorts of stuff at the Commonwealth Avenue, Boston, Massachusetts, right there, September 12th, as mentioned beforehand. As well, for you guys, XQXL, the Promise Day, October 3rd and 4th in Durham Convention Center in North Carolina. All the Guilty Gears. Everything you could ask for. 4-star event for Grand Blue Fantasy versus World Tour. The VSAF Makai Cup taking place at XQXL as well. And Tokon, Avatar Legends, and Persona 4 AQ are all new to the lineup as well there. And finally, this is an event ran by a very good friend of mine. That being said, we're going straight into the stream here.
Okay, we have waffle.
I apologize, chat.
Yeah, we have two very, very fast gamers here, Waffle Sandwich. And this is a lore matchup too.
Yeah, and two classmates going out and facing each other.
Okay. Sandwich is holding on to cycle here. Oh yeah, Waffle really likes 214A no cancels. Kind of a range trade option. It's good. It's pretty hard to contest. Okay. MVP's out. Waffle has likely by an inch, and we're going to get the stand shield bait here. Nice.
Getting into this next round. Normally, it's probably more of a testament to how strong this bracket is today. But normally, this is the kind of matchup that you might see in a BBB top 8.
Yeah, those two players have made pretty deep runs before.
Yeah. And yet you're seeing it here for round 2. That's not to lower the stock of these players, but more so just so much talent has pulled up here today.
Okay, yeah, Dio, get off me. Good on Sandwich, deciding that she doesn't want to interact with that situation. Going to pay out here with his infinite worth. Nice. Huge damage.
Yeah, just shy of 5k.
Oh! Okay. Yeah, good thrust by LuFL here. Oh, another grip break.
Yeah, LuFL's been able to clip Sandwich a lot throughout this game so far. That drop is going to cost Sandwich so much right there. LuFL goes up again off of that mistake right there.
Yeah, LuFL's playstyle is very, very good at getting the other player to shield a lot, right? Because he's so overactive, and you play him and you think, oh, I really have to shield one of these air normals or something to get him to stop moving around so much. But he also happens to be quite good at baiting all of those shields as well. And yeah, getting the upper hand on Sandwich that first game by doing so. Oh, nice shield! Yeah, there we go.
Very good catch on that, especially with the punish.
Okay,
That's a great break right there. Now Sandwich is relying on so much resources right here.
Wow!
And TK Fireball just straight over Sandwich's set play right there.
Yeah, LuFL just did that immediately on wake up. There was like no buffer there, no wait, just
that was the most like I labbed out this specific scenario and I wanted to try this exact counterplay just once.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, Sandwich will have Celestial soon.
Yeah, just sitting here because even though LuFL's trying to get Sandwich to light here.
That vacuum all the way, wow.
How? I mean, it's a tornado.
Oh yeah. Fair enough. Ooh, okay. Yeah, LuFL baiting the 5A mash there. With the air 2-2. Going to get a cycle here.
As you mentioned, LuFL's playstyle kind of points at, like, I'm just constantly going to reset my pressure a lot at ranges that you can't really contest. And because of that, they can just snipe out people trying to take their turn back. On those cases that they're trying to reset their pressure at.
Yeah, LuFL here catching an OS by Sandwich with the dash B, and Phonon with this sort of life lead is kind of hard to deal with. Oh, okay. Sandwich could have shielded that dash B to get a full combo punch. Oh my god.
It took 3 times in a row, a 4th time, and the VO comes out from Sandwich's end.
Oh, okay, so when LuFL with that jump 2-2, the shockwave, that was, he was unactionable all the way until after landing, so Sandwich could have gone unpunished there. But okay, we've got a hit here. Oh. Sandwich is running out of time. There's 19 seconds. Okay, LuFL will just get a hit here anyway.
Sandwich down on meter by a bit, but you know, UNI2, this is the meter merchant version.
Yeah. I mean, if Sandwich got a hit right here, she would just go to 200 meter.
Yeah. That being said, they might not get the hit. Especially LuFL doing the great job using the smart steer ender to accidentally zone a bit more.
Man, these rage bait pressure sequences from LuFL are so sick. Alright, I think this is pretty close to killing. I don't think Infinite will quite kill here. But LuFL is going to send it.
Yeah, gonna try and just off by a sliver. Doesn't matter. LuFL maintains control with a very, very, like, statement piece 2-0 right there.
Yeah, I feel like LuFL was pretty comfortable the whole set. Definitely was caught with his pants down a few times, but I think that's just an occupational hazard for his playstyle, and he's ready to roll with it. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Appears next we are getting into riojin versus NickyT.
Oh yeah. If riojin decides to play Phonon here, this is a pretty comfortable matchup for Phonon.
That being said, most of the time historically riojin has been on Hyde instead, so it is one of those cases where it's like the matchup might not be as good, but Hyde is just such a strong character that it like evens out.
Yeah, I think Hyde is obviously very good into Yuzu as well, but I think recently being on Phonon, riojin has been, you know, trying to do the Phonon upplay. Every time on stream I just hear, yo, we gotta tell Kamari to get this Phonon character. And, you know, this would be a good matchup to demonstrate her strengths for riojin.
Yeah.
We'll see who he picks, yeah.
I kind of love it when someone is just like, yo, this character is ridiculous, like, and just like trying to set out to prove how like strong they actually think the character is.
Yeah, I think no matter what, like, if you want to complain about a character being strong, the best statement you can make with that character is learn the character and then do well with them, right? If you do that, no one can argue with you, I think.
Just to prove a point, like, partially as a flex, partially to just like keep people a little quiet, but also just like to say like, I know what I'm talking about here.
Wait, is this Kuon for real? I'm not sure about this one, but this would be like the Yuzu counter pick. This is a counter pick to. Oh wow. Okay, we're sending it.
Okay, so this is a matchup I don't think I've seen too much of. Admittedly, I'm unsure if you have, you know, better experience. If you do, feel free to.
Oh yeah, this is so at the tippy top level, this matchup is like, I think it's only slight Kuon favor, but below that, like basically anyone who isn't like, I don't know, Shaylee or Rurik or Trock. This matchup is pretty hard for Yuzu because Kuon can just turtle super well, and he has great tools to counteract Yuzu's zoning, and the flash kick is really painful for her because it's so costly for her to go in and actually get a dent in Kuon's health. That's a NickyT Trunk doing pretty good so far this round one.
And see, that makes sense, especially because, as you said, the flash kick potentially being able to shut down a lot of her shenanigans with teleports.
Yeah, for sure. And also, Kuon just has a lot of like great zoning tools as well to fight Yuzu at every space, and she can't really be in a space where she's like, okay, the other character can't contest me from this range like she does with a lot of the casts. Oh, riojin doing an Abre float here. Maybe thought he could still VO. This is looking really good for NickyT.
Good tag from riojin's side. This backdoor could be what they need.
Yeah, we're going back to...
Oh, up on... They have Celestial going into this. Perhaps they could cover it with the 3C. Just close this thing. Close this at distance right there. And get the slump down.
Ooh, okay.
Already in a one-touch scenario here.
Okay, we got the fly high here. Nice.
That being said, it seems as if the mid-range game is a little annoying on the side of Kuon here, or perhaps Yuzu just like smothered him out a bit.
Yeah, it's partially that, but honestly, I think riojin isn't too familiar with the matchup here. Oh, he just tried to do the high backdashing on Kuon. It doesn't work that way. This character's backdash takes too long. Okay, okay, we have NickyT truck in the corner here. Nice. The dash 3-1 starter here. Pretty good. Oh, we got double flash kicks? Okay.
In just a minute, NickyT, just... I don't care about your double flash kick.
Yeah, this is getting pretty close to, I think, throw world kill here for Nicky, but it's going to be a jump 226A instead. Nice. And NickyT takes the first game. I wonder if riojin will reconsider his character choice.
Be shocked, as mentioned beforehand, it seems like we are getting the switching characters. And riojin, as mentioned beforehand, has the Phonon, has the hide. Like, they're ready to go with other characters here. That being said, if you want to be ready to go for these players, the match arena, as thank you StarXUnderscore for hitting that exclamation point match arena right there. There are 31 codes left in there. 30. Shouts out to whoever cashed in their code. That being said, cash in those codes. That's literally free money for these players right here. All it takes is 3 clicks right there. In fact, since StarXUnderscore already did it for you, just click 1, 2, 3. Boom. There you go. And like that, 1, 2, 3, we have riojin with the switch to Phonon right here. I might have sounded a little shocked there. I'm not really shocked, but.
Oh yeah, I think this is a good pick for riojin. Now, one of the things that riojin is still working on for Phonon is his 63B usage, which I think is quite crucial in this matchup. So we'll see if he's able to leverage it, or if he'll make do without it. Ooh, that's a great game trap there.
And that being said, riojin's very much so such a solid all-around player in the first place, and with the shimmy like that already, it should be a solid amount of damage, especially going into the install right there.
Oh, that was such a sick route. It's unfortunate he dropped at the dash C.
Yeah,
and
especially
this throw here, but he's gonna lose cycle.
with that third cut too.
Yeah, okay. Another throw. Oh, NickyT is running a little low on time, so if he takes too long on offense here, it might be a timeout.
He just goes straight into the install, off the special cancel again. Good tech from the throw. Just a dash job right there. riojin taking the first round here after the Phonon switch.
Yeah, oh wow, that was Magna Hands right there. NickyT finding some excellent throws, but
Just one anti-air right there. solid amount of damage right there, just shy of 3.4k right there.
Yeah, NickyT pinning Riojin down here in the corner. Riojin's about to have cycle. Jumps out. Okay, we're probably going back to neutral here. Nice dodge! Oh, wasn't ready to pick up off of the low slash there. And Riojin going to get a chance to cash out this infinite worth. Gonna do 4k. Oh, yeah, we're probably late on the shield there.
And just getting Celestial off of that as well. At this life total, it's like just such a high risk scenario right there.
Yeah, the life swing could really determine the round here, and Riojin getting a big hit. Okay, I don't know if I was gonna kill, but regardless, Riojin's in a great spot here. So, oh yeah, the overhead.
It's very interesting seeing the difference between how, say, Riojin approaches Phonon compared to how we just had LuFL earlier using Phonon. Just a bit less, more usage on the multi swipes here, and trying to go for the overhead follow-up there, where LuFL is just more so focused on trying to reset their pressure.
Yeah, LuFL is definitely the sort of Phonon player who really enjoys flying around with her. And Riojin, I think his take on Phonon is, I'm going to block string you forever, and it's going to be impossible for you to contest me.
Yeah. And it seems to be succeeding in spades right here. So far been a pretty dominant round on the side of Riojin right here. Just getting the bucket there right there.
Yeah, good stuff. Ooh.
Big TK fireball right there. Not able to finish that combo off though.
Oh yeah, Riojin ready for the teleport there. Just presses the buttons until he gets a hit. And once again, NickyT in the corner here versus Phonon. It's very tough to get out. Oh, I think if Riojin had the combo, he could have killed with Celestial there if he had the correct meter though. So this does give NickyT one more chance here.
Anything can happen. That being said, Riojin immediately taking their turn back and tripping them up right there. Riojin taking the set 2-1 right there.
Yeah, Riojin having a scary game on the Kuon, I must say.
Yeah. The Kuon, at least in that matchup, maybe still leaning more on the side of work in progress. However, that Phonon showed up, it showed out, and that's not to demean NickyT. NickyT played their heart out as well. Of course, taking a win over Ryojin's the kind of thing that, like, even on his side character, you should pat yourself on the back over that. That being said, Ryojin will be going on to face Ibit in the next round. For some other bracket updates, we have LuFL versus Silent. Silent taking it over them 2-0 right there. And on the other side of the bracket, we have NegaReaper versus BBNJ. NegaReaper going over 2-0 right there.
Yeah, Ibit also took it over Carp, which I think is somewhat surprising.
And that being said, Ibit's been one of those players who's been showing up a lot to these BBBs and consistently performing well. A regular in the top 8s in events less typically stacked than, say, today, this time around.
Yeah, for sure. Ibit's definitely become a top 8 regular in the net play circuit.
Yeah. That being said, on the other side, on loser side of the bracket, there was an upset. Montoon is already in the loser side of the bracket, losing to MasamuneNinjo, who is going to be on our stream here. By the way, speaking of the stream, if you have any cats, if you have any dogs, if you have a pet turtle, send them over. We want to see your pets. Send them over to Big Chris Bardo right there.
All right, we got Mr. Nasty Moon and Ninja versus StarXUnderscore. Unk versus Unk. Both of these players have been playing for pretty much as long as I have, so actually I don't even want to say how long it is. It's probably been like 8 or so years, I think. Very familiar with this matchup.
If it's worth anything, you aren't fully alone. I started playing this game like late-ish.
Oh yeah, late-ish. Oh yeah, like PCEL release.
I was mostly getting into it when ST was about to come out. And I never really fully took it seriously. I was more so a playthrough player. That being said, MasamuneNinjo maybe taking things a little too taking things too seriously and just deleting Star's health bar right there.
Yeah, okay, so we're taking it a bit slower the second round here. Star finding a nice precisely here. It's a good look at damage. Whoa! What? Okay, so 2B went under and past the assault jump C from Gordeau here. Interesting. Star gets another hit. This is getting close to like 3-touch territory. Alright, wake up stand tag. Ninjo just chooses to meaty, says you're not going to CS here, or if you do CS I don't care. And going to be rewarded for his efforts here. Yeah, both players reading really hard on each other's CS usage. Right, Star gets an extra man grab.
Wow! That's an immediate 2B press right there.
Oh no! Okay. Does this go?
It might.
It's not going to kill.
Right.
Star needs one more. Oh my goodness!
Go back into court. And it's great.
Wow, we're going really hard on the reads right now.
BlackAirForce is a very, very fitting team right now.
Yeah, he's got them on.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dancing into the barrier.
Yeah, he's stepping back. Alright, we hit this here. Nice.
Yeah, cold kick combo, meaty 3C right there though. It's gonna be loves his help, but it doesn't matter when Ninja doesn't want to block.
Oh yeah. Start whiffing a stand tech there. Yeah, we're really getting into this. Okay. Nice. Good job, Star. Doesn't need meter. Alright, all reliable B Reaper round start. Gets 2.8k. Oh yeah. So Star used the low crush, but Enkidu 2B is actually a mid, so mids are pretty OP in this game. Oh man. So like over there, Star not continuing his pressure is because he's like anticipating Ninja's parry. Right? But Ninja knows that, so oh man, the layers here are so interesting.
You never want to trade against this character. when you literally have the game make an entirely different kind of hits done just for you.
Yeah, Enkidu is a car dealership character. Oh, okay, good hit by Star here. I think a Sim CS will kill here for Star. So Ninja has to be cool.
It's not on the table anymore, especially when we're going into this next round, potentially the last round of this set right here. Not able to confirm off base 5Cs, but just straight up assault JC right in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Star was able to assault over Enkidu 226A, which usually has a pretty tall hitbox. Hey, good defense by Star here. He's blocking for his life, never mind, he backdash, no!
Can get this knockdown right here.
Okay.
Alright, EX a Sim.
Whoa, the backdash there is pretty scary from Ninja, and yeah,
The fuzzy right there.
Yeah.
Like that. Just special cancel into EX Reaper, and StarXUnderscore evens out this set right here.
Yeah, I don't think Star has gotten like a super good read on how Ninja wants to play on defense, but Star's doing a great job of like reducing the amount of interactions he provides, which is also a valid way of dealing with Enkidu.
Yeah. Taking Tsurugi again, just kind of a run over round right here with this perfect right here. And straight into the super off the CS. One round away.
Okay, plus, wow, Star just mashed. Thought Ninja was going to do something greedy like a run up all the way throw, so he just got away with the 2C there.
Just gets clipped with the fully charged 5C.
Oh, nice.
Very impressive from Star here. Just with this entire game seeming very much so everything going in his way. This VR could maybe change the picture of things for Ninja.
Okay, finally gets Star to crack on defense here with a delay 2A. Oh, but Star gets a successful mash here. Oh, caught backdash. Not close enough for the full combo, and okay, it's gonna be another Reaper. Nice.
Like that, StarXUnderscore moving on in this bracket. They will be going on to face Silent, the finisher.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good set.
Yeah. That's like also a lore-based matchup depending on which direction Silent wants to take it.
Oh yeah, Silent. I haven't seen it in a while, but Silent does have a Gordeau. He used to call himself the best Gordeau in A, honestly. So, yeah, I wonder if he still feels that way, or if he'll whip it up.
Maybe. That being said, their signature at this point, Ogre, and also their Phonon, which originally buttered their bread for years and years beforehand as well.
Yeah, I think Silent's definitely thinking of like... Recently, it feels like he's looking for an excuse to retire his Phonon. At CEO, when he saw ThousandForce make top 8, he's like, oh, I can retire. But I don't think he can. I feel like he's still probably the most iconic Phonon player out of pretty much everyone. So I hope he stays on that character.
I mean, I feel like that's always going to be the case, especially if you've been playing a character for like so long. Like for example, North America Blazewood has this kind of joking, I wouldn't call it a dilemma, but situation where one of the best Jins in North America doesn't really play Jin as much anymore. But everyone still knows him as like, yeah, Let's Days is top 3 Jin in North America.
Yeah. I mean, just because someone stops maining a character doesn't mean they get weaker at the character, right? So
yeah,
you can definitely be like maining a different character. You can still be the strongest character or some strongest player for a certain character.
Also, Yona, yes, they're still in their loser side of the bracket. They face LuFL to see if they could make top 8, however.
Wow.
Very difficult path for them.
Yeah, so Steven Larper is, for anyone who might know, it's Free Game No Complaint, who's an East Canada Kuon player. He's made some other characters, but I think he's on Kuon for now. The sandwich is very, very tasty. It's bread, toast bread. It's a toast buddy, as they would call it in the UK.
Bread toast bread. Okay. I you know, as a bit, I might try that as a bit.
Apparently it's quite good because of the texture. I mean, it's just bread. How could it be bad, right?
I mean, yeah. If you got like some solid bread, and is it like counting butter as well?
Oh yeah, I think there is butter.
Okay. But like if there's like some sort of condiment in there, it's not as bad. And nearly not as not as bad as like Silent immediately going for that corner swap right there. Very unfortunate, probably misinput from the side of StarXUnderscore. Just that rusty nail, not having a hitbox down there, so all the characters in the game can touch it. Yeah. Again, as mentioned beforehand, even if it isn't their current squeeze, it doesn't mean it's not their bread and butter. It doesn't mean it's not what they still fill their refrigerator with right there.
Yeah, but right now Star's got Silent in the fridge. This is a pretty rough spot for Phonon. Okay, nice mash. It's pretty tough for Phonon to get out versus Gordeau, so when you do find that mash, it feels really nice. Ooh, the low crash? So not quite ready for the pickup there, but actually turns it into a reset. Silent's so good at this, where he has some intentional resets and then he has some unintentional resets. Just a skill you acquire from playing the character for so long, right?
Yeah, especially like just being able to adapt to the situation when you do make a mistake and there is a reset that just approaches itself. Again, years and years of playing a character is just gonna accommodate you so well to those situations.
Yeah, wow, Star, okay, doesn't quite convert the 2C, that's a little unfortunate. But we do have Phonon on defense here for Star, which is great for him.
As that being said, as you mentioned beforehand, and we saw a bit of it, we aren't really seeing it much right now, considering Star is just a pressing Silent here in the corner. But you mentioned it beforehand how Silent would jokingly say they're the best Gordeau in North America. There is enough of there's enough to say that like it still means that they have a lot to fall back on. They know the matchup very well on the characters that, when they're not playing Gordeau.
Yeah, definitely. Silent is quite familiar with his character. Okay, we're just gonna be zoning Gordeau out here right now. The full screen low is such a boon to Phonon now. It used to not go full screen. Oh, but Star actually catches the job with dash FF. A bit of a weird here wasn't ready for the convert. Nice mash by Silent here. Actually interrupts the 3C 63B frame trap.
Good catch at the 2-1 air like that. With the install right here. That's it right there.
Yeah, I really like that by Silent. Just doing run up all the way block to win the cycle there. that was really good stuff by him. But now we're on to the... Okay, nice. He's so ready. He's so ready.
Catches the backdash with the 2C there, but just spacing themselves out so well right there.
Whoa, that's an unfortunate mistake. Definitely wanted 2C there instead, with a side switch. Okay, Reaper CS.
A significant amount of damage here. 3.4.
Man, Silent keeps finding these mashes. We've definitely seen rounds where Star just runs Silent over, but Silent's been so good on defense. Unfortunately, this VO was not successful. Oh my goodness!
Oh, very good recovery right there from Star with the rusty meal immediately being able to confirm that right there. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, both of these players are ready to like roll some mistakes, you know. Not that they're making that many, but it's not phasing them at all. Oh yeah, 5C no cancel 5C.
That's one of those just like I'm putting it all on the table kind of plays right there.
Whoa. Okay, I don't think that that air sequence went the way Silent expected it to. Star finding the right option there. Gets to play offense now. Does have shake shift.
Oh. Very unfortunate grid break right there. Not able to press out.
Yeah.
With their turn, but 3C comes in the way. StarXUnderscore one round away from closing out the set right here.
Yeah, Silent waited there after the successful mash out for chain shift, but Star just sat there, was patient, and got a hit.
Those catches at the very tip right there. Oasis VO time right here. Going straight into the install.
Good patience by Silent here.
Oh, just spacing them out just enough because of that shield.
Nice shield! Star doesn't get cycled though, so he has to deal with the Silence wake up. Yeah, okay, does the 2-2A, which is the X cancelable, so it negates it, but Silent does find his turn here again. Whoa!
Oh,
okay.
Recovery on the failed conversion on the whiff punish.
Yeah, nice.
Very valiant attempt there from Star, but Silent just ready. Star having bar to work with. There is a reversal on the table to the side of Star. being said, Silent just so confidently taking their turns back. Very good anti-air right there from Star.
Great 2C by Star here, keeping him in the game. Oh yeah. Yeah, so blocking that 3C, Silent's probably blocking, thinking like, I'm gonna react to this 214C, but Star just steals the turn there. Has Silent in the corner now. Silent finds a match, oh my goodness.
Just very much so being an expert at just knowing like when and when they can't press right there.
Is he gonna kill off of this?
That should be it, and it is it with a clean 4.2, almost 4.3. Silent takes the set, you know, from a very scary situation, mind you.
Finisher hits him with a finisher.
I like that, the finisher with the spear straight through, even though it's a whip, but you know. They progress further into this, into winners finals. Having said, we're going to get the opponent that they will be facing in that winners final set with this next upcoming set between Reaper and Rio.
Yeah, so if there's a matchup for Riojin to not play Phonon in, it's probably this one.
Yeah.
Is that Lene? Okay, I mean, that might work.
Lene's a great character.
Yeah, I think I agree. Lene is quite a great character. We have seen Riojin make runs on Lene in these play brackets before, but yeah, it looks like he might be switching. No? Okay, we're just going in with Lene. Cool.
And perhaps opting to, I guess, scrap with the best of them. Get down and dirty, considering, as mentioned beforehand on this stream here, NegaReaper is very belligerent approach to playing the game.
Oh yeah. It's always the nicest players who have like the most belligerent playstyles too.
It's either the most belligerent or like the most like evil game plans are always from the nicest people.
Yeah. It's an outlet for rage. That's pretty true, I think. Oh, okay. That's a cool drop for the cycle there. Reaper immediately consumes it though. Gonna take Riojin to the corner here. No meter expenditure. Okay, nice tech. VO, I see. Oh. Reaper pushing his luck a little bit too much here versus the chain shift.
And just gets caught trying to mash there, but Riojin not able to put that all together. Just letting the meter recover after the CS and getting the whiff punish on the slide right there. Riojin taking the first round of this set. Ooh. Run straight in. There's the belligerence that we mentioned beforehand, where it's just like, I'm just gonna do stuff and you gotta deal with it. If you can't deal with it, I'm just gonna run over you.
Yeah, Reaper running over Riojin a little bit here. Riojin does get out here. Whoa! Hey, from there, what? These two players are having fun right now.
Yeah, Riojin very content to just oops, whiff dash C into DP, right into another dash C.
Oh
Ryojin maybe crosses himself up right there.
Some parts of this match may look like a button check to you guys, but I assure you, it's very high level under knights.
I assure you, this is just how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Ryojin backing off of Reaper trying to establish pressure with the stance.
Okay, Ryojin's gonna wait here and pick up the cycle.
CS while in VO, not gonna get the meter benefits from their CS right there.
Now Ryojin is going to get another chain shift here. Back to 100 meter. Will we see another VO eventually? Ooh, okay, I like that dash 5A.
It appears Ryojin very much so wants to take its much slower pace, despite switching to the, I guess, more aggressive rushdown focused character in Lene here.
Yeah, this is a very interesting player matchup situation where both of these players are the type of player who will just back up all the way into neutral. Like they'll backdash 2 or 3 times and try to joust you. And because both of them are down to do this, we have some very weird looking game states.
Yeah, especially looking at the time here, and like there's a solid chance none of these players get the hit that kills here. That being said, NegaReaper putting it together there and getting the hit with 5 seconds on the clock left.
When was the last time you saw a Lene versus Tsurugi matchup go to 5 seconds on the clock? Never. It just doesn't happen with these 2 characters, but because... Oh! Wow, Ryojin is still Time Reaper out right now. He says you gotta hold that.
Okay. The chat says Reaper doesn't play Tsurugi. Tsurugi is merely the paintbrush that Reaper so graciously chooses to paint on the canvas that is under Night Inverve to Celeste.
I mean, Reaper is definitely an artist. And Tsurugi is his art form. Ryojin going to Phonon here. I'm not sure if this is a great character to play into Tsurugi or Reaper. Reaper did play Phonon before playing Tsurugi. Fun fact. That wasn't clear though, so it's a bit different now. But still, this is not the best matchup for Phonon.
That being said, it just might be, you know, a comfort pick. Sometimes your comfort's more important than any matchup issues you might end up having.
Yeah, Ryojin's definitely looking more comfortable on Phonon than on the Lene. Especially when he's in this range, it's much more straightforward to know what to do as Phonon.
And Abel's like stably just, you know, look at Reaper, just trying to see what they want to go for off of that stance pressure right there.
Yeah, early thrust here from Reaper doesn't really get too much out of it. Reaper will get Celestial here though.
Just more than content to just look at Ryojin tossing out all these normals here, using all their reader to card cancel Ryojin straight into the corner. Very interesting usage of.
Yeah, I think that was 2 or 3 bars used to thrust Ryojin, using that just for space.
Yeah, and getting all the meter back. They call it UNI2 because you got twice as much meter.
Yeah. You need 2 bars of meter.
Yeah. Because there's never a case where you won't have 2 bars of meter.
Ooh. It is paying off. Reaper basically one-turning Ryojin once he corners him.
Yeah. Again, just very interesting usage of their resources to try to push riojin into the corner instead of trying to force something to neutral instead.
Man, Reaper's meter usage so far this game has been really funny. It's just like, thrust, VO, thrust. Please don't play the game. Let me play the game. He is getting to play the game, so... Oh,
matching out right there. Yeah, the concentrate likely intended to be a CS right there.
Yeah, maybe a CS or maybe a run-up throw.
Blame it on Komone. But that being said, as you can see again, NegaReaper just very, very content to just hold back. Riojin's just gonna constantly throw out this pressure, just like they can react, everything's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Reaper had to do something soon because of a timer situation. So getting that EXCP is nice.
Especially getting pushed into the corner right there, and the reset off of that. Especially because they're already in VO right there, they're gonna get the extra hits done here, so they could go for a little longer of a combo too.
I'm surprised Reaper didn't use Infinite Warfare or iWex over there, but riojin is now out of time. Wait, is he? No!
Immediately.
Just like the third Reaper. Oh no.
2 seconds left on the clock. NegaReaper, can they get the hit? They cannot.
Oh my goodness.
Like that, riojin ends up this set right here.
I don't think I remember the last time I saw that sprite of Tsurugi's timeout loss animation.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Wait, why did Reaper leave? Isn't there one more game? Am I...
There should be.
Maybe he's just leaving the room to dip his head in some carbonated water. Yeah, I believe I was 1-1, so I don't know where he went.
Don't know.
It felt like 4 games. Yeah, I felt like I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy plus the director's like documentary.
No, dude, we had a whole. When they first hit Tsurugi round that goes to 5 seconds.
I already had 2 or 3 entire arcs plus a filler arc plus a beach episode plus a Christmas episode. Where is he going?
Silence says East Canada icing tactics.
I promise you the rest of East Canada do not do this. I don't even know why Reaper's doing this right now. I don't think he usually does this.
I think he acknowledges how long it was, and he thought it was them losing.
Yeah.
Not realizing that it's actually just 1-1.
Well, in the meantime, we can look at some cats. You know, maybe Reaper will be back, maybe he won't be back. But what's certain in this life is cats, so let's look at the cats right now.
Yeah, if you have any cats, if you have again, I might have to check in with Chris on whether he'll accept dogs, whether he'll accept turtles, whether he'll accept birds, or whatever you have. If you have a hamster, or whatever, send pictures to us. We want to see your pets. We love your pets. Your pets are our pets now.
Oh yeah, and Carp is adopting a cat lately, I think.
Aww.
He was asking for names for the cats, so if you have cat name ideas, please send them to Carp.
Oh, And speaking of, if you wanna, I guess, add to Carp's Cat Fund, or in other terms, the funds for the winner here, I will do you a solid, and I will open it for you. But with that exclamation point match arena right there, if you click on it right there, I see 78 of you right here in the chat. That means that if half of you put in codes, not even half of you, a third of you, if a third of you put in codes, then we will have used up all of the codes here, which it's literally free money. We get these players paid, you know, it's just a generally nice thing to do. It takes so little effort to do as well.
You can log in with any of your social medias. Pretty much if your social media exists, you can connect it to Match Arena. There's like, what, X, the Everything app. There's games for maybe not games for Windows Live, but your Microsoft account counts for sure. I don't remember the rest, honestly. Battle.net.
If your Microsoft account works on it, then make sure to use your work email for this.
All right, yeah, I don't know what the situation with the lost set is. Maybe they're fighting each other in their mind palaces right now. They're expanding their domains on each other.
Yeah. You think the narrator appears during their fights and like does the whole Gojo glazing for Ryojin?
Maybe. I think we're watching Reaper, like a scene from Reaper's childhood right now.
It was just a flashback episode right there.
Yeah. Okay, both players are back in the lobby.
Apologies for the little delay here. That being said, we are getting back into the action.
Yeah, we're already 1-1 here, so this last game is going to decide who moves into winners finals versus the finisher, and who fights it out in losers.
Both players, either player being sent to losers is just like a massive threat there. It's like sending the pit bull there.
Yeah.
Yet again, we're seeing Reaper taking their time trying to walk Ryojin into the corner. That being said, just going straight punishable in their face right there.
Yeah, and Ryojin getting a side switch here, has Reaper pinned. Taking his time on offense here to preserve a cycle. But as Phonon, eventually you're going to have to hand it over unless you want to take the risk of running up and throwing the other player.
Yeah, which again, you say risk, but it's at a baseline, it's like your best case scenarios, they tech it, and it's not your turn anymore.
Yeah.
It's never the most favorable situations. We're opting to let Ryojin off the corner to try to win cycle there.
Yeah, one of the advantages and also disadvantages of the way Ryojin plays Phonon here is that he burns so much time on offense because he's like slow and meticulous, which can lead to a timeout situation if he has a lead. But unfortunately, Reaper found some nice hits there and was able to reverse the situation, forcing Ryojin to have to take a lot of risks on defense when he didn't want to.
Just VPing out again, immediately getting snapped by the needy 2As.
And Reaper's in a lot of control here. Ryojin does mash on the stance, no follow-up cancel though.
That's a side switch right there.
Yeah, almost has a life lead here. Reaper blocks the overhead. Nice. Gets the 2C mash. Very nice. KVO for the cycle here. Good stuff by Reaper. Yeah.
Gets smacked straight in the face by the EX bash right there. 2-1. NegaReaper going up on that set. Going on to winners finals to face the finisher.
Yeah, Riojin's not out either. Riojin will be in losers' quarters, waiting to fight the winner of LuFL versus Carp.
That being said, as we get into losers side of the bracket here, we starting with Montoon versus Sandwich. And Montoon dropping a set to MasamuneNinjo, who is actually out of the bracket. Losing to carp. They're going to be up against Sandwich. This is a more traditional, something you'll normally see on a BBB weekly here. Something a lot more familiar with Montoon's Mika and Sandwich's Nanase here.
Yeah, I think it's interesting seeing Montoon on the loser side here. I do think Enkidu is pretty rough for Mika. And now that these two are playing, I do think it could go either way. Both of these two players are very, they're very quick. They're very quick to make decisions, and they're very quick to roll through the decisions. So.
Yeah, and also the way that both approach their respective characters, very snowball-y. Both very much so want to run you over in one way or another. Whether it's Sandwich, send up the TK fireball and getting like 3 throws in a row, and suddenly you've lost, 60% of your life off of it. Or
2 aggressive drivers and 2 powerful cars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, we're starting out here with both pretty aggressive roster options. Sandwich does come out on top here. Nice. I believe that 214 was plus. Montoon doing a good job of holding on so far, though. Okay, gets a 2A match. And it's Mika time. Oh, that was pretty. Yeah, the whiff down missile into next command grab. This is so much damage too.
Yeah. A little shy of 4.7. Still very, very big damage.
Okay, nice tech by Moth. Nice, using 5BB to cancel out the fireball. Very last second there. Wow, okay. Good confirm with a chain shift. I believe this should kill. Moth didn't want to. What? Okay.
What?
It's not over until it's over. Okay, Sandwich with a nice start here again. Moth is blocking a lot today. Nice. Yeah, that's always a little tricky to block.
Definitely very sneaky right there. Good block on the overhead, side of Montoon, but getting the turn here.
Oh, wow. Just a Hail Mary B-Sword card here. Very nice. Okay. Whoa. Alright, EX missile left, rights over here.
Catching the CS with the follow-up right there from normal here, and Sandwich can take this knockdown, but Montoon wanting to 3D their way out. Blitz them on the other side right there.
Yeah, Montoon finding a lot of success with these missile left rights. Mostly it's been other side every time here, but it's tough to block.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where it's like there is just the burden of knowledge with a lot of these players. And Montoon being able to make the most of that, taking this first game.
Alright.
Muff. Yeah, it seems like the crowd's a little split in terms of who to root for. Some people are rooting for Muff here, some people are rooting for Sandwich. Just straight up concentrating in front of Sandwich. Sandwich just really content to stay on defense here though.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was very, very, very sneaky.
Yeah, Moth tries to transition that into a run under left right, but oh no! The dash C doesn't connect and Sandwich gets a turn here. Oh yeah.
Catching back dash right there. A little extra damage tacked on because of the disc right there.
Oh, Sandwich did not recognize the green shield. Oh, this disc is so pesky. Whoa!
It just throws them back into the corner.
Okay. Are we setting back to neutral? Both players are orange health.
Using the fireball to cancel off of it.
Oh.
Tosses them up right there with the Mika missile.
Yeah, Sandwich is basically like doing a great job of blocking everything except for that missile situation.
Great recognition from Montoon to just like acknowledge that and abuse that fact. Very important to just not stop, especially in tournaments where sometimes you might psych yourself out, like, okay, I went for this option, so, you know, I need to immediately go to the next option.
Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and if it is broken, keep using it, right?
Yeah.
Nice, Sandwich does catch a green here. Ooh,
And just, that's injured right there.
Oh yeah. So that change-up was quite good for Sandwich there. I don't think Moth could have done anything that was fast enough to beat 5A there. Oh, okay.
A very good thing about that third tech, it deletes the disc right there, but sending the fireball into Montoon's face right there to take the round.
Okay, really aggro round start here from Sandwich ends up working out. Just does round start 2-1-4 without the meter to back it up. Okay. Nice VO.
Even though Sandwich is responding to these Mika missile situations, the way that they are responding to it is very beneficial, and that lets you go for that kind of stuff right there, just going straight back down for the command grab, just psyching Sandwich out so much here.
Yeah, okay, Sandwich finding some... What is going on? Who is in the corner? Can you guys decide? What is that?
Very, very messy from all sides here, but Sandwich seeming to be a bit of a master of the chaos here, and Sandwich puts it all together to take this game and even up the set right here.
Oh my goodness. The last 15 seconds of that round were just utter chaos, yeah.
Yeah, just using the opportunity granted by the disc right there, but it doesn't matter. The cross-up is going to hit again. Sandwich still just not seeming to be ready for it, but just with the tornado, just immediately getting back in.
Ooh, I like that float into land. That's a great confirm there by Sandwich.
Yeah, you also don't give your damage too much, and even outside of pressure, just getting hit by the side switch, they're seemingly not ready for it at all. But they are ready for this confirm right here. It's going to do so much damage. Just straight for kill.
That fake fireball meteor was great.
That was a very funky 5A right there.
I think so far, like, the difference here is that Sandwich is, well, I mean, Moth is finding a lot of these missiles, but Sandwich is finding some really good DOs here. So if Moth can bait one successfully, it can really swing it around. But right now, looks like he doesn't need to, right, with his life lead.
Very interesting. I want to shout out Sandwich a bit for them proceeding to block the overhead, but not block the cross up yet again. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think one of the common solutions to this sort of missile left-right is just holding 1D, because it's an OS that gives you either crouch shield, which blocks versus the missile, or it gives you creeping edge, which also will avoid the missile. But Sandwich has not been showing that so far, and Moth has done a great job of just exploiting that.
Montoon gonna nearly close out that round. That being said, with this VO, it could change things up. Sandwich going on the offense a bit, getting the confirm here, kind of bring them to the corner with some Oki as well. Sets up the disc. No biting on the side of Montoon.
Oh, okay. That doesn't quite reach. Oh, nice.
Just jumps out, and Montoon yet again just straight up just bum rushing into Sandwich here.
Yeah, the homing missile. What can you do? It's locked on.
Yeah. And Montoon will be moving on to losers quarterfinal to face StarXUnderscore. Being said, we have another set lined up. That is LuFL, who was on stream prior, versus Carp.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the chance to see Carp on stream tonight. I have to imagine that he is playing Kaguya, because I don't think he really enjoys playing Yuzu, especially in net play brackets. But Carp has been playing Enkidu here and there as well, so that might show up too. Yeah, it does look like the Kaguya. I'm not reading that name. What is? Okay.
You know what? Sure.
You know,
whole 5.
It's so normal. It's just Gabe. That's.
It is just his name. It is just his name. And meanwhile, Carp has whole 5.
Whole 5.
Whole 5.
Alright. Oh, that nice speed color here.
Carp is not holding 5 here. They're just great going through WhileYouWait right here.
Yeah, Carp is holding W right now. And maybe Mouse 1. Ooh, okay, good VO here by LuFL. Okay, Cashes out.
It's a pull that you have there. The EXP Carp's out.
Nice catch on the shield here. Carp has a life lead, but it's hard to sit in this position forever as Kaguya in this matchup because Phonon 3C is just... it crouches under the BB laser here. LuFL missing some pickups there. Didn't get to confirm either of those stray hits. Pretty unfortunate since I think either would have killed. Carp gets an excellent parry laser here. Roll round start. Okay. Tell us how you really feel.
That's one of those just like, I know what you are kind of round start.
Yeah, Carp is definitely that kind of player. He's definitely the I know what you are kind of player. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think LuFL could have just infinite works on the chain shift there, seeing the redness, but actually we'll get a different hit here. Catches a stand tech. And this is a big life swing for LuFL.
Yeah, fully bringing them into the corner here.
KBO.
Tries to see if they could get like a TRM or something right there. Great confirm from Carp as well there.
Yeah, okay, Carp is going to cash out here, but that means he won't have the grenade key to help him with his next hit. And LuFL 1-2B. I think he can kill if he cashes out here.
Yeah, that definitely for sure.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Flash cashing away, maybe trying to see if they could find space and start chucking some lasers, but LuFL able to pick them out before they could get anything started.
Yeah, I like LuFL changing his EX ender here to buy time to have a cycle on Carp's wake up here. Oh, and the 4B catches, I think that was a 2-3-6-8 match by Carp. Ooh, wake up match? Nice.
LuFL again caught concentrating for too long there.
Yeah, and Carp is really on point with these Oki setups, so...
And
yeah.
letting the grenades do the job.
LuFL gets a shield here. I think this will kill. That is really unfortunate of a drop for Carp.
Yeah, straight into super here. 4.4 as we go into the next game. There were a lot of signs of, you know, just if Carp can get the game plan rolling, then it's just like very much so LuFL just needs to stay out of that win con because it just seems like, as mentioned beforehand, Carp is just one of those players where it's like,
yeah, I think
he'll try to be like, I know what you are, constantly.
Yeah. I think a lot of Kaguya players, they know how to do the Oki setups, right? And they know like one or two interaction points there. But Carp, like he knows the Oki setups, but he also knows like what to do if you stand shield here, what to do if you crouch shield here, what to do if you delay tech. Like he's just very, very like knowledgeable of all of that stuff because he's like thought a lot about how to beat people with these setups.
Yeah, for sure. Great call out with the parry. Well, not call out, but great job catching the 3C there with the parry.
Yeah, LuFL does find a hit here though. Okay. What's the way out of corner here for Carp, or will he be stuck here? It's gonna be a 2B match, okay.
Got some back into the corner here. Fourth with the off. That being said, as other players have done before, the way a lot of Phonon's pressure kind of lends itself to just the opponent building so much grid in the process.
Yeah.
Keeps it simple with the smart surrender and closes out that round to end the game right there. We're at an even score here.
Yeah, LuFL's definitely just taking a second to process. Okay. Oh yeah, it's hard to go in the air versus Phonon, like going extra air.
Yeah, especially with the way LuFL likes to approach Phonon. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but LuFL's a very they like to stay in the air a lot as Phonon, and it's like
yeah, LuFL's definitely a pilot.
Especially with the neutral jump fireballs, literally 4 times in a row.
Oh yeah. I'll do it until you give him a reason otherwise, right? Ooh, the dash over jump B. Carp wasn't ready to pick that up though, unfortunately. Alright, we get another parry laser CS.
Yeah, perhaps the parry scaling. They're gonna limit the ceiling on that damage a bit right there.
Wow, that was a great match by LuFL, actually getting Carp into the corner here. Oh, and I believe that was a failed force function there by Carp, so he wasn't able to. Oh no, the voice KO Ilex. Oh my goodness.
Watch this cutscene. They animated it so beautifully. I just thought you should really see it.
Ooh, okay. Nice B. Okay, so we have an EXDP, and this isn't going to give Oki. Oh my goodness, we're scrapping here in this corner.
Yeah, both players just very content to just slug it out.
Okay, once again, another parry laser here. Oh, LuFL finds a 2D mesh. Nice. Yeah.
That's right there.
Yeah, in that situation, it's really hard for Phonon to contest because Kaguya has one of the longest 5-framers in the game in her 2A there. So you have to like walk back or jump or something to get out of that. Nice.
Catching LuFL trying to constantly go for their aerial zoning approach. Realizing that there is a space that Carp can get punishes at. That being said, LuFL making it very few and far between.
Yeah, LuFL is really doing a good job of keeping, like punishing Carp for holding forward here. You can't just up forward at LuFL indefinitely. You have to have some sort of plan for his air normals or their specials. Carp is doing good at defending against this, but he's lost so much life holding forward. Okay, we do have him in the corner now. Kaguya is a robbery character. She can do this. Oh no!
That being said, with the CS, LuFL is able to punish the assault and take the game, moving on into our top 8. They will be facing riojin further into this bracket. That being said, Carp, very, very impressive.
Yeah, I think, man, Carp definitely like had really, really crazy offensive sequences there, but I think he ended up dropping quite a bit and also holding up forward a little bit too much, trying to get hits versus LuFL.
Yeah, for sure. it became very clear that LuFL just kind of acknowledged that Carp wanted so eagerly to get that air dash in. And once they started seeing that, they're like, okay, I'm just not gonna zone on the ground anymore. I'm just gonna constantly chug air normals, and you're gonna start flying into them.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see any like up forward shields from Carp, because I think that would have been quite helpful versus what LuFL was doing. We never got to that interaction. Well, now we're going to move on to Montoon versus StarXUnderscore.
Yet again, this is a matchup that we've seen here on the BBB Weekly a decent amount. Both of these players very much so trying to be masters of their own chaos, essentially, with the way that they approach stuff, and like that, we're already seeing a lot of it on the side of Montoon.
Yeah, I think Star can be that sort of player. Like he's also the sort of player who can slow it down when he needs to, like we saw earlier versus Ninja. But it's hard to do that in this matchup versus Mika in particular. Once she's in, you can't really take it easy anymore. Okay, nice VO here. Oh, the reset?
Smarts here and there to keep it simple as they combo into super, and Montoon gets hit for whatever they intended to go for. Star taking the first round here.
Yeah, sometimes Moth goes for these wake up matches when he doesn't have meter, and I'm always a little bit surprised. I wonder what he's looking for. Okay. Nice corner steal.
Especially with the 2B of all things coming out, I imagine that Star is having their inputs crossed up, and maybe is trying to go for a B Reaper or a B assimilation, perhaps.
Yeah, very very likely trying to B Reaper versus EX Missile. Yeah, I think. Oh well. Watson finds a EX Commander here, but yeah, I feel like we haven't been seeing too much of the 1D/3D OS versus Missile today. Okay, good blocks by Star.
Already very impressive here. Gets a backdash caught here, but not able to confirm, so. Are in a fairly stable position here. That being said, Montoon getting so much grid here. Already.
Nice reaction by Montoon. Star's in the corner now. This could get scary. Yeah, the dash B is going to connect here. What's next? What's next? Oh, it's just concentrate. Interesting. Unfortunately, Montoon did not have enough time to get the cycle there, so Star's going to get a hit here and the cycle, and this is a pretty good starter for Gord.
Yeah, especially the no follow-up and off of the Moral side there. Just so much right there. Put the Assault JB straight into the super. StarXUnderscore taking that first game right there.
Yeah, I think really the results of this first game all boils down to that, like one greedy concentrate Moth went for. If he hadn't gone for that, I think he could have just beat up Star in the corner there. Okay. Yeah, like he's doing right now. Star didn't wake up He's clip farming.
That's the one time they weren't in the middle of the Mika missile.
Okay. Loth is holding on in defense here. But you can't hold on forever versus Gordeau.
I'm trying to pepper with that even on block 5B right there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. That is so crazy that Star didn't get hit by any of that. Nice smash.
Get another knockdown here, and goes for the follow-up right there to catch the EX sim attempt right there.
That was great recognition by Moff. Like seeing that it was EXSM and he could have just done the regular follow-up instead of the 100-meter one to beat Star there. That was quite nice.
Save meter, win on the margins for sure. Simulation. This always how the snowball just starts to get bigger and bigger. But Gordeau here.
Ooh.
Bold pass from Montoon there, but it pays off right there.
Yeah, Mika 5B really fast move.
Oh, just immediately going back in and out of the corner like that. Big plus range from that meaty 3C. Even if you shielded a very meaty 3C like that, or a 3C from far, will just definitely be the end. What a confirm here from Star.
Yeah, I don't think Star knew that was gonna happen, but he was ready to roll with it. Very cool. Okay, nice rollouts. Ooh, 5B. Okay, Star finding a good match out here, and we have switched places once again. Moff doesn't want to be in the corner, so he gets VO'd.
Ooh, alright, they're just chucking BSMs, hoping and praying that we get something here.
Yeah, Star was expecting a couple more missiles on that EX.
Yeah.
Okay, we will spend the meter here. I think 2 more sims, yeah, so 1 more here. And it's gonna be the 2B versus the roll. Okay, well done, Star.
Very well done, as sad as well. Star will be moving on to our loser semi-final right there. That being said, Montoon also, very early running into MasamuneNinjo early in winners and practically spending the entire run.
Oh yeah,
inside of the bracket, so it's still big props to Montoon. Right
yeah,
there.
Austin did great from loser's side. Good stuff. Okay, next up we have riojin LuFL. Probably one of the most played player matchups in net play brackets, I think. These two see each other all the time. LuFL's hovering karma. Love it. Stay sec. While we wait, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
All good. Alright, that being said, I hope you've all been having a wonderful night with us. While you are still here, I keep mentioning it, but hit that match Reno if you so desire, as we are getting into our next match here between Riojin and LuFL here. Haven't mentioned this much on stream yet, but LuFL does have a Carmine, and while they're much more known for their Phonon, their Carmine is also quite solid. That being said, it looks like we might be getting the hide out of Riojin here. This could be very big on the side of LuFL here. They decide to switch to Phonon. Fair. It was completely fair. You may as well give... Riojin's out here giving you your best shot. You might as well give Riojin your best shot as well. Immediately, round start just going straight for a throw. Right there on the side of LuFL. Already so much grid on the side of Riojin. Especially with that big 6B bringing them all the way to the corner. Most of Hyatt's combos have some pretty solid corner carry behind them, along with the pretty solid damage that always come pre-packaged with anything this character does.
Ooh, nice steer under here by LuFL. Riojin's giving up a lot of space here, not really dash blocking that much. Could be dicey, holding to okay.
We're just gonna keep going for it. Riojin just like seeing what was happening, just feeling like, okay, I'll just chime in or run in 3C.
Ooh, I think LuFL has a life lead now after this ender. Yeah, gonna get the cycle too, it's scary for Riojin.
Oh, with the CS just in time. LuFL. Yeah, that's a very advantageous situation to be in now. You know, Riojin can't start the round with meter here. That being said, they call it UNI2 because you get twice as much meter in this game already, practically at a sick of butter. But LuFL just pressing out already. Very, very punishable right there. Good on Riojin for recognizing that.
Yeah, okay, the frame cap into 2C works here for Riojin. Yeah, this is a kill. Oh! Okay, my bad.
Even with the main character privilege, it still cannot finish the job. Just the magic pixel always there.
Yeah, LuFL came back from quite a big life deficit last round, but okay. Riojin hits the 2A there, says, nope, not this time.
But just misses the anti-air there. Big failed VO right there.
That was a series of unfortunate events.
He just throws before LuFL can get anything out right there.
And nice tech. Yeah, LuFL is just letting these 5As rock on the neutral change of situations. I wonder if Riojin will pick up on that and try to punish him for it. With like a walk back 5B maybe. Okay, we're gonna hit VO here. Oh, okay. Oh. Nice 3C. And the neutral jumps are auto-corrected as well. Very cool.
Good catch right there.
Once again, LuFL with the magic pixel, but Riojin once again with a 2A.
Yeah, still being able to put it all together, despite LuFL's, I don't know if you've ever played Kingdom Hearts, but like the second chance effect in that game, where you could just be at 1 HP, just to live against the super bosses and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's almost like it's his charisma stat, you know. He's persuading Riojin to let him live for one more interaction, to you know, let him get the hit, to let him bait the Ilex.
That's very fitting. LuFL is a very friendly person. They would probably have a pretty solid charisma stat. That being said, trying to again pepper the ocean with all of these big air normals here. Getting the hit here. That being said, Ryojin has so much grit to speak of. And that 6B could change the complexion of this game, but we're not able to finish the combo there.
Ooh, okay. Ryojin finds another dash in 2A here, and now LuFL's in the corner. Oh, he's out of a corner, but he got hit. I think... Oh, okay. Ryojin decided to not spend meter there. Oh, yeah, you can't jump.
Getting air unblockable off of the EX Fireball right there. Just running up and pressing the button.
Okay. Wow, Ryojin has been pretty successful on these 3Cs so far this set.
You know, LuFL just trying to constantly keep their space. That being said, Ryojin digging from the laser, because why not?
Yeah, I like laser just feels like the gotcha move on high. You know, you put 100 EXS in, maybe you get hit, maybe you don't get hit. Something funny happens though. And that's what's important.
Great optimization right there from Ryojin.
Yeah, good stuff by Ryojin.
2-0.
So he'll be fighting StarXUnderscore to see who moves on to losers final, but I think we're hopping to winners final first here to go back to the finisher versus Mr. Reaper.
Yeah, that being said, give it up to LuFL as well. They've played their hearts out. They've played quite well throughout this thing. So big ups to them as well.
Yeah, good stuff today, Gabe. If that is your real name.
If that even is your real name. So now we are getting to this other side. Winners finals here. We got NegaReaper versus the finisher.
Yeah, I think the finisher has had pretty dominant looking sets today. Reaper, similarly, I think Reaper Ryojin was pretty close, but yeah, one of these two will win, and the other one will lose. So let's see who it is. Okay. Ooh, nice reaction. Alright, the bomb is on.
And we got some M Bison action here, and catching the DP, even though Reaper was right with the DP, the bomb still goes off.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good DP timing for Reaper, because at least he didn't die to the trade with the bomb. Because in some situations, I believe Ogre can get a combo there.
What a character.
Yeah. that is the Punchman. Punchman Neo. Okay. Silent mashing on the increased 6C startup. Great awareness here. KVO.
But Silent with the DP right back. Both players kind of acknowledging that, like, neither particularly cares for what the other has to do. So just wanting to... I mentioned it beforehand, but NegaReaper is very much the kind of player that, like, just wants to enforce their will. You did not see what came there. It doesn't matter. You're getting supered off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Silent blowing blowing chain shift there to use the bomb activation to cover his high-low. Wow, he just let it rock into the force function. Said, yeah, guard point, I'm gonna do a mid anyway. Oh, the other explosion, that's kind of swaggy.
Yeah, it is worth noting that, like, I believe the only way for that to happen would be if Nega did something. If Reaper did something, they got hit there like they did.
Whoa. Okay, I think the CS frame switched up Silent shield input there.
I'm doing ADP into the EX swipe right there in the air.
Oh, nice! Yeah, caught Silent's fuzzy match time. Silent was a little bit careless there and just sent it. He wasn't paying attention to the Reaper's air trajectory. Pressed it a little bit early. Yeah, that's gonna get Reaper down.
Keeping it simple, just trying to push and make as much momentum as they possibly can. That being said, kind of throw right there. What are you looking at? Throwing the air, throwing demons, throwing phantoms that they were facing beforehand. That being said, if they could shadow box, they could fight with demons themselves. NegaReaper pushing Silent into the corner here.
Yeah, Reaper. Oh, I was gonna say Reaper was doing such a good job of keeping the cycle while boxing Silent in, and then he used it up.
Then they just gave up the cycle right there. Just DPing out right there again, Reaper.
Cool. Oh my goodness. Okay. Nice catch on the green shield here. Reaper is close to taking this game. Alright, VO. 2C mash, nice.
That big counter hit, bringing the set to 1-1 right there.
Wow, the full dash 214 into the low. I think Silent is doing this to be like preemptively Tsurugi's force function stance. But it's been catching Reaper pretty consistently.
The bomb has been planted again, but we DP before it can go off.
Oh wow. Caught Silent jumping, I think. Nice.
And catching and pressing. Keeping it simple with the super. And it finishes the job.
Nice anti-air.
Bring them back into the corner here. The bomb has been planted. Good attack.
Oh, the
armor. Armor for century. And bring them back into the corner here. Significant amount of damage. This character hurts. That being said, Silent has, well, had so much grit to speak of. This punish here, though, and all the meter in the world to speak of.
Okay, Silent does hand over Cycle to do the steer ender. Oh, and Reaper finds a great throw here.
That being said, with the shield on the air normal, Silent able to find the plus range, suppress, and get a counter hit against NegaReaper.
Wow, what a DP by Reaper here. Oh, the overhead does get Silent. Yeah.
Being the red miss, he might as well DP.
Whoa!
Whoa! Bringing them back into the corner here. Smart surrender. Still have so much grit to speak of. Good block on the side of Reaper, but not able to tech the throw. But able to get the Bari out. The block on the overhead gun. But the VO just into the ether.
Oh, it's just meaty. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, these games are becoming more and more close. I feel like Reaper, the way he's cycling options versus bomb has become like a little bit harder for Silent to deal with as we progress.
Yeah, for sure. That being said, Silent's still able to find the end goal of their game plan and execute it perfectly. Even if Reaper's just making it harder to get to that point.
Ooh, okay. That doesn't quite pick up. Oh, that's really unfortunate for Silent there. Reaper's gonna get a full hit here. Probably gonna spend a bar. No, okay, he drops. Doesn't lose too much damage.
And that being said, they did get Cycle off of it. And Cycle is very much so in their favor. They win Cycle yet again here.
Okay.
With that extra damage, yeah, closing things out for that round. Silent and a bit of a meter refund from that as well. Round start DP because they see the EX coming. It's going to be big damage on that DP punish as well.
Yeah, great reactions by Silent. This is a sick route too. And finally, Reaper gets caught DPing versus the bomb, trying to get it out of the way early. And I think this kills. Oh no, not quite.
Counter scares.
Oh.
It beats the DP one last time. And especially after that early bit, it seemed like, as you were mentioning, like it was getting closer and closer, and then it just seems like the download already happened. Silent knew what to do going into that last game of the set. You know, that is the kind of behavior of someone who top-aided Evo recently. where it's just like, yeah, it's like I even if you were giving me a hard time, I picked up on how to deal with you, and I'm going to dismantle you by the end of the set, and that's kind of what we saw there.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Silent, even when the bomb Oki doesn't work out, he's got other plans. He's got other avenues for securing the victory. And now he gets to wait in Grand Finals, winner's side. And we get to watch loser semis here, StarXUnderscore versus Riojin. Which character will Riojin pick here?
currently it seems like they're looking at the Lene. That being said, they have a variety of options for this matchup.
Oh, Phonon. Cool.
Seems like they're opting for the Phonon. A lot of Phonon this stream this time around. We had some silent, we had a lot of LuFL. Now it seems like we have a lot of riojin Phonon as well.
Ooh. Okay, a little bit of a drop into another combo here from riojin. Yeah, just gonna get started in this corner here. Gonna take his time. Not super interested in getting the cycle or throwing star. More so interested in keeping him here.
Yeah, just kind of fully foregoing the cycle. That being said, they already have all the meter that they could want already, so not much of an issue to them. That being said, this could be what Star needs to, get things going. After all, it was Star who originally put riojin into losers in the first place. That being said, riojin taking this first round, maybe we'll have a different story this time around.
Yeah, Star has quite a resource lead here. Probably gonna cash out the Rio. This is wait! Oh no! Leaving a lot of damage on the table. That's quite unfortunate, but Star will find another hit here. He's still looking good in this round so far. Ooh, that was a deep actually. Nice.
Just run up 2C. Uses the CS before the round closes to eke out as much extra meter as they so desire before they close it out. Okay. riojin going to take the cycle this first time around. If these rounds go anything like the prior rounds have gone, however, it might be maybe the one time they get to one cycle throughout the game.
The Reaper no cancel Reaper CS. Cool. Oh, it's just 2C mash on Wake Up. Okay. riojin has to hold all of this pretty much. Okay, now he has meter, so you can decide to VO here. Oh,
great shimmy, but not able to get the combo.
Wait, are we in the guard thrust meta? Are we just guard thrusting everyone for fun now? Just for momentum? Nothing else?
This might be the most guard thrust seen in the bracket.
After this bracket, I'll hop on ranked and just start guard thrusting people, see what happens.
Nearly able to get the kill here.
Just start trying to TRM with Nanase. Okay. I mean, riojin doesn't have that much time, yeah. It's pretty hard to win from there. Oh.
Well.
Alright.
Perhaps an issue on riojin's end.
Take the game? Star apologized for Bob, said sorry. Okay, we're on hide now.
Okay. Yeah, but this makes sense, especially based on their set and winners, where a lot of the time it would be riojin would be in advantage state, but they would constantly be giving up cycle, and it would allow Star to just like go on offense in a way that Phonon just kind of can't handle very well.
Oh, I think that was Silence, right? Not the Riojin. I don't think they played until the sets.
Star was the one. Actually, no. Apologies. That was my fault. Yeah, I misremembered.
There's been a lot of Phonon players with.
There's been so much Phonon. I apologize, chat. Thank you. Thank you. For catching.
Yeah, we're gonna wake up at 4 a.m. see like the 3 lashes for 6 FF. We're like, oh my god, I'm still here. I'm still here in the corner.
I'm gonna hear her voice.
What is this? What is this starter? What is Star doing? Oh my goodness, you dropped it. No, I wanted to see the combo. Oh yeah, good stuff by Riojin, just burning out the CBO time that Star has. Wow, 3C, yeah. This is a pain point for Hyde. Not saying that the matchup is tough for the character, but Hyde 6B is pretty prone to getting low profile by Gordeau 2B and 3C. So you have to be careful running offense on Gordeau. Oh.
Yes, them right there. Shouts out to them giving him a combo off of it without any resources.
Yeah, that's a. I think out of all the changes for Gordeau, that one is probably the most appropriate and cool one. I think if you're going to stick out the anti-air commander, you should get like pretty good reward for it.
Yeah, especially because like this game has kind of experience just like certain characters getting like buff creep. Mm-hmm. Right, that just feels a little reasonable at this point.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely not like a creepy buff. It's more of like a friendly, good-natured buff, I think, for Gordeau. The other things...
the other things...
all comments.
The other thing's a little different, but...
Yeah.
That's another topic.
Whoa! Nice tackle by Star. The confidence. Mr. Egoist. Oh, Riojin mashes out though.
Confidence, Riojin, with that press right there.
Yeah, these two players are swinging.
That being said, Star has all the meter in the world in CS. Used to get up right there. Not able to get too much out of it, but gets a DD.
Nice StarXUnderscore here. Star is running low on time. Might want to think about resetting. Oh, finishing this combo takes so much time, and it's just a throw combo, so the damage is not high. Yeah, the 6B gets blocked, the second 6B gets blocked. Riojin's just waiting here. He doesn't...
Riojin could drop his controller for all he cares.
What? Star!
No! Yo!
Okay, I think what happened was Star thought he had IWEX. But I believe he was a little bit short on meter. So he pressed ABCD anticipating the VO or something. And I think the ABC might have worked versus VO depending on the timing, but he just didn't have one on 200 meters. So he wasn't able to hit Riojin. That's really unfortunate for him. Yeah, just didn't look at his meter close enough. Really unfortunate for Star there.
That being said, this corner situation that Star is being left in is also not that fortunate. Backdash 6B. This could be so much damage. Cashing out as much as we can here, and that closes out that round. Riojin with the perfect.
Alright, I would take like a few seconds if I were a Star. I need to clear my head after that. Okay, you took like precisely like 3 seconds, which is a good amount of time.
That's like a drink of water sort of situation.
He's hydrated now. Oh,
and
he's not letting up. He's keeping the same pace here on offense.
Yeah, if he could just replicate what he did on that last round, that would be the perfect situation. I'm pretty sure that 3C might have been plus there, where Riojin just feeling just so confident it doesn't matter.
Oh, he let the third record rip thinking Star would mash on it. I mean, I respect that, but you start getting the guaranteed punish there.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Very, very funky trade right there. Bold press on the 6-6 FF. Follow-up right there, just seeing the 2-2A coming.
Oh, a little bit shards for the CSM. Oh yeah, Star tries back actually C, but the frames weren't lined up for him to poke the 6B.
You see the 2C that's been working wonders for Star, like all throughout this bracket, just kind of
back throw!
over right there.
Oh my goodness.
And like that.
Yeah.
At that point it's like, yeah, go next, and I kind of get it. It's late. It's 10:30. It's fair. That happens.
Yeah, that situation in game 2 was definitely a little bit of a mind crusher.
Yeah, especially like something I noticed, but Star was there was a lot of haywire shielding going around, where sometimes you just look at their shield and it was just like green. So it's like I've been there before. And it's like that's never a good feeling. Because then it just feels like you're stuck in place sometimes too.
Alright, but Riojin does move on to fight Reaper here in the losers final, so we're on to first to 3 again.
Yeah, these players are guaranteed a top 3, and if you want to support these players, before we get into the, well, we're already getting straight into this, but hit that exclamation mark, Maturino. I will set it up for you. Make sure that these players here are getting paid here.
Yeah. Oh! Okay. There's been a lot of interaction going on, but not too much damage so far. Riojin will get a clean hit here, though. Ooh, okay.
And
the full screen slide. Wow, great tech. Great patience by Riojin. I should say great not tech. Holding on there and not getting to your end. Alright.
both players just want to look at each other from the other side of the screen here. Now, these two have faced each other prior in this bracket. Apologies for my comment earlier. That being said, very, very interesting how this set just ended up. They had the first ever round of Tsurugi versus Lene that would go to 5 seconds, nearly to 5. First ever in human history sort of situation there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say these two are particularly slow players, but they're definitely like they're picky about when they want to engage. If you give them the space, right?
Yeah, they're kind of, I see especially Reaper as like a boxer who's a knockout artist, but likes to pick their spots. Waiting for that one opening to just maul you. over.
Yeah, Reaper's kind of like the okay. It still happens. Yeah. We do. Rekka has a super jump. Okay. Yes, Under Night is being played. Okay,
there are
cool.
10 seconds left on this timer.
Oh my god!
It's a green shield. Aim to punish the green shield right here.
There's no way Riojin is able to play.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Reaper just acknowledging, like, yeah, can't catch up to them. Yeah. Fair. I like how we were just having like this whole like analogy thing, this whole analogy conversation that was about to happen, and then just the B-Rekka happened.
Yeah, these two are consistently expectation-defying players. It's hard to predict what they will do.
It's very reasonable of Riojin here to just try to make as much space as possible. That being said, in the process of it, just giving up a lot of the cycle to NegaReaper here.
Yeah, I think something that Riojin has like gotten more comfortable with doing since he picked up Phonon is just saying, well, I don't really care if you have Celestial, I'm gonna keep zoning you out. And if you don't cash out, and if you don't reach me before then you're gonna eat block stun and you're gonna lose grid by being in Vorpal state. He's been pretty comfortable with that on Phonon and now on Hyde. So it's cool to see that picking up a character has affected what I guess we could say is his main as well.
Yeah, especially with the way that he is approaching this matchup. How he approached it with other characters, it could also just be the way that he prefers this matchup being played. Tsurugi is the kind of character where if you play his game of just trying to scrap dirty and your character isn't better than him at it, or you're not better than the other player at it, it just gets very ugly. I imagine that's just not what Riojin wants.
Oh, Reaper just let a 2C rip on hit. She just mashed it. Oh,
using force function as a poke. Oh.
It is a pretty big button, so if you're not going to get punished for it, why not? Right?
It is quite big, and sometimes people aren't, you know, ready to block over it.
Nice!
And throw baiting with the fireball right there.
Yeah, once again, Riojin does hand over Celestial, but is on top on the game state still.
Be a very solid chunk here.
Yeah, nice combo here. I believe that was a 5A starter. He got like the combo pieces from better starters into the 5A starter there, which is nice.
Like every time Hyde touches you, it's a solid chunk of damage, and Reaper just nothing to DP when very easily could be killed right there, sending caution to the wind. That lets Riojin go up 2-0. Reaper, one last grasp at life here.
Yeah, Riojin taking some time after game 2. Okay. Nice assault here.
Again, yeah, starting to get a bit of deja vu at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like Reaper's having a hard time taking initiative in neutral.
That being said, against Hyde, it becomes very difficult to do so in the first place. And if Ryojin's just like positioning himself in a pretty solid like way where he can constantly go in and out with confirms despite the invalid there. But Ryojin going constantly in and out with the backdashes and 6-6-Cs there, making it really hard for Reaper to just like initiate something. And,
oh no, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that VO's not gonna put them in the best of situations. However, the meter that they have here, they opt for the EXDP right here, using up the meter that they have from the VO, and just runs up TPs again.
Yeah.
Alright, I see.
Oh, and finally Ryojin Meaty is here. He's like, there's no way you're DPing a fourth time.
Yeah.
The losers finals, Ryojin takes it, 3-0.
Bit of a contrast from how things were in winners. Despite the attempts at the Phonon pick, it does appear that, you know, old reliable is just sometimes better than trying to play with like the character you want to highlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Reaper, yeah, Ryojin's definitely made Reaper look a little lost there.
Yeah. It like even though Reaper was put in a very good position for 6-6B, it was just very, very unfortunate. That being said, before we get into our grand final set, you know, we gotta keep the lights on. And as such, we have some ads for you guys. Aww, I'm so sorry. But that being said, if you're enjoying the action that you're seeing here at BBB Online, we have weekly events Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now we have Chocon added to Mondays. Along with Tuesdays, we have Accent Core plus R if you are an old head like that. Then you have Wednesday nights like tonight. We have UNI2 every week. On top of it, we have Police with Central Fiction. You know, if you're in the CF scene, I'm always around there, so please feel free to swing through. I have med school. I can't show up all the time anymore. That being said, we also have the BBB Monthly. If you are in the Boston area, you can show up to Commonwealth Avenue in Boston, Massachusetts. There is Blazeway Central Fiction, Avatar, Tokon, all the Guilty Gear you could ask for. Multi-Blood, Sailor Moon S, and also UNI2, if you so desire. As well, if you are in North Carolina, our good friends at XQXL, the Promise Day, October 3rd and 4th in the Durham Convention Center in North Carolina. All three mainline Guilty Gears. That is Guilty Gear Plus R, Guilty Gear Exard, and Guilty Gear Strive, on top of the 4-star event for Grand Blue World Tour. And VSAF Makai Cup World Cup is taking place at XQXL this year. Top that on with Marvel Tokon, Avatar Legends, and P4AU added to the lineup this year. It is an event that is surely to be put on your list if you are in the North Carolina area. As I mentioned, the Durham Convention Center, October 3rd and 4th in North Carolina. And that's mostly all of it as we can get into our grand final action here. Ryojin opting for the Phonon here, coming from loser side, whereas Silent, the finisher, the executioner,
Silence
opting.
of waiting in the ring this whole time.
Yeah, on this day he sees clearly, as his profile would make you see. That being said, on the ogre here, very much so, seeming to fight a past version of himself in a way.
Oh yeah. Oh, the other day, Ryojin was talking to Silent and called Phonon our character, and like, Silent was like, our? Like, you racist eyebrows? What are you...
It's like our.
Yeah, right now Silent is punching Phonon's lights out.
And the contempt from that hour is seeming to show up during that first round so far.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because I do think Phonon is at advantage in the neutral versus Ogre by quite a bit, but of course when you have a bomb on you, when you're in the corner, it's it's tough for everyone, but it's very tough for Phonon because she's a not a 5-framer.
Yeah, and with the bomb on you, you might just make rash decisions that you wouldn't normally make otherwise. Is why this character has been showing up and showing out so much, because there's a big intangible when there's literally a bomb strapped to your chest. Very comparable to Bison in SF6, considering they have the same mechanic as well.
Wow!
Ooh.
He hopped over the wake up run up throw from Ryojin with dash B here.
And that's gonna be a significant amount of damage. Going for the smart to your ender right there.
Successful block by Ryojin here, blocking the low and then the high. Oh, but not the double fireball!
Ryojin not looking in the best of shape here at all. Just a dash up 2A will close things out there.
Okay, nice B-pillar round start here. Catches Silence backdash. This is a big lick of damage here.
So just big TK fireballs right there.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunate drop here by Ryojin. It is his turn though, so he can push his way out of this corner. Oh.
Jumping over the normal right there.
Yeah, Silent knows very well just how to jump over Phonon's normals.
Yeah, but as mentioned as beforehand, like, having so much experience on a character is just going to, the character's flaws better than anyone else in the world, so when someone else tries to pull up on you, even though you switch characters, it's like, you're also one of the best at fighting the character as well.
Okay, EX Fireball. He's in. He's still in. Oh, yeah. He's in.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go for steer under Oki here, so the bomb... Oh, okay, we're going for ADP instead.
That being said, Ryojin has so much grid to speak of there, but ups for the PO here. Silent, not really biting. Takes it though.
Oh, I don't know if you should be backing up from this situation. Okay. Wow, yeah, that was close.
Yeah. But also being able to leverage the time there too. With only 6 seconds left on the clock, Silent knew that You know, Ryojin's gonna make a more rash decision here.
Silent was just sitting down and taking the throw at like the 12-15 second mark there because he knew he had such a life lead that the only thing that he needed to worry about was anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, good start for Ryojin here. Nice. Stagger 5A. Catches silent mashing. Ooh, that 2C no cancel 3-6 save pickup. Sick.
Got pretty penny of damage here, but we are not able to finish it off. Ryojin with the confirm.
Ooh. Yeah, caught silent being a little bit greedy there with that sand shield. Does take his first round here. Whoa, the Ryojin walking? Oh, nice catch on the goal.
That's a big birth break this early on. Guaranteeing silent the cycle here, whether Ryojin wants it or not.
Oh,
And
yeah,
couldn't see that at all.
Yeah, I think this kills here.
Great
Nice.
into super, and it does kill. 5.3. Silent just one round away from closing out this entire bracket. Definitely gotta do a lot.
Oh my goodness. Sand shield gets absolutely obliterated here. Nice thrust.
You know, not wanting to hold any of the offense anymore.
That
That is very unfortunate here. The extra spin unable to.
yeah, I think Silent was about to incur the double EX scaling, so he decided to keep it safe and get bomb. But
And that being said, even without spending it, a very smooth and dominant 3-0 from Silent here. Silent is your Boston Blue Bee. UNI2 August 19th, 2026 champion here. Very sad. These players put in so much effort, so congratulations to Ryojin for making it this far, NegaReaper for making this far, and everyone who entered, all of you in the chat for being with us all throughout the night. Grimfield, if you have much else to say after that grand finals there.
It was a great bracket tonight. It was lovely commentating tonight with you, Kaka. And this weekend, UMAT's coming up, so you know if you watched CEO, you thought it was sick, you want to see more offline competitive uni. Well, UMAT's coming up. The bracket's pretty stacked. I mean, East Canada is a strong region. I won't be there, so it won't be as stacked as it could be. But I mean, there's Reaper's there, Corey's there. So yeah, make sure you tune in and check out that brackets.
And we are going to be sending you to Panda Medic, a very good friend of ours, guys over at TSB here in New York. And like that, it's been a pleasure being with you. I am Calcat. I wish you a great night. Go against us. Okay, we're